And this was much more important for me, to find out always new barriers, to know if it's possible, not possible. And I approached all my climbs with the feeling, maybe I succeed, and the success was not the important thing. The trying was the important thing. Maybe I fail. And I never went there knowing I have to go to the summit. The summit is a secondary thing.
In this week's clip, we're going to be listening to Reinhold Messner. He is considered to be one of the greatest adventurers of our time. He was the first person to ascend Everest without oxygen. He has spent his life going on crazy adventures, pushing himself to the limit, and we're going to look at what has motivated him to do that, and then we're going to be applying our energy law model to it so that you can better understand that what he's describing is actually an expanded understanding of Ohm's law.
I am seeking in a few words the unknown in myself, not the unknown outside. The unknown outside is not anymore existing because we know everything. You find books, you find satellite pictures. So on the earth there is nothing left to conquer. Through this wilderness, through wild places, difficult places, dangerous places, I can go deeper and deeper in these layers of my unknown inner being. And knowing how you behave in case of possibility to die in the next moment, how you behave in case of big danger, of totally weakness after days and days of climbing. That is interesting for me. Also, the behavior between people, between a friend and another one, or myself and my partners. I prefer to go with partners and not alone. And staying with other people on difficult situations is very interesting, to see how they behave. And there is no right or wrong, there's only facts. And for this, I'm very skeptical in all the ethical discussions and in morality. This should be taken out of climbing. And if we understand that climbing is not there for doing records or for doing many peaks or for listing up this peak and this peak, it's only a possibility to go very deep down in our hidden layers.
This guy's a crazy man. And it's great that people like this exist because he has figured it out for himself. The reason he is putting himself in danger and overcoming all of these obstacles, which are massive resistances, is so that he can go deeper and deeper and deeper into his hidden potential. Because he's learned it is only through going into these dangerous situations and overcoming these massive resistances that you tap into your hidden potential. You go deeper and deeper into yourself, and you get to see how other people handle the pressure of those situations too. So if current is constant and resistance increases, potential difference must increase. So what he's saying is that when he is constantly in action, trying to overcome a summit, and the harder the challenge is, the more he learns about himself through the difficultness of the situation, which is Energy Law 101. He is saying the only reason to engage in this type of activity is to learn more about yourself. And what he's talking about is to go deeper and deeper into your new levels of potential that can only be accessed by overcoming increasingly difficult challenges. And like he says, he's overcome so many difficult challenges that the thing he enjoys most now is going with groups of people and seeing how they handle the pressure, because if current is constant and resistance increases, potential difference must increase. But potential difference, once again, also means pressure. How do people handle that pressure? This is fascinating to him because he has already gone through most of those pressures himself. It's interesting for him to study other people coming to terms with these other levels of their potential that can only be accessed by becoming pressurized through a hard circumstance that you must focus all of your energy to overcome. Energy Law 101. The fact that he has spent his entire life engaging in crazy things that the average person would never even consider doing, and coming to the conclusion that the real motivation for doing it was to learn more about his hidden potential is just fascinating to me. That seems to be all of these people that you will see in this video series that have pushed themselves and pushed themselves come through the other side with a greater version of themselves as the consequence. And they all acknowledge that it was the constant focusing of their energy in the overcoming of the obstacle and the circumstance that they created for themselves that led to this greater awareness of the nature of reality and their place within it. Great clip. And if you don't know anything about this guy, you need to look up his resume, because anything that you can think of doing, he has done times 10. So he knows about the hidden layers that you need to tap into when you reach the do or die stage of existence. And heaven forbid we ever enter a new circumstance where we are all forced to overcome a massive challenge. This is going to be a very, very hard lesson for people to be forced to learn. He has chosen to learn it by empowering himself by taking on the obstacles preemptively. The average person avoids resistance at all cost until circumstance forces them to engage it. And that is something we're going to be talking about more in the upcoming videos. Once again, the graphics that you've seen in this video are called Ohm's Wheels of Life. They are based on an expanded understanding of Ohm's law that is available at our website, Seniorthinktank.ca. There are resources there for you to start studying so that you can learn how energy law is influencing every aspect of your life. We hope you liked the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. We look forward to seeing you next week.